We are here with Shannon Burrows, 3-year breast cancer survivor, cancer exercise specialist, and CETI master trainer. And we're going to share an exercise progression for internal and external rotation. Both can be affected by mastectomy, radiation, and breast reconstruction. So we are going to start off with a weightless dowel, which is actually a broomstick without the broom part on it. And she is going to position her arms to whatever point feels good to her. You know, each person may need to adjust it for themselves. We don't want to cause any pain. So her left arm is externally rotated. And as the left arm pulls upward, it is bringing the right arm into a deeper internal rotation. And as the right arm pulls down, she goes deeper into external rotation with her left arm. So she can repeat this several times on each side. Needless to say, the side that has had the surgery or radiation may be in more need of stretches. And we don't want to add any resistance, whether it be a band or a weight, or for our purposes, we're going to use a soup can, until they have 90% or better in external and internal rotation. So our norms are 70 to 90 for external and 40 to 60 degrees for internal. At that point, we can go ahead and start with a very light resistance. So we are using this yellow band. She has a towel rolled up under her arm, so that helps to obtain a more proper range of motion and tracking with her shoulder. And she does not wrap that band around her hand, because that can increase the risk of lymphedema by restricting the flow of lymphatic fluid. So what you're looking at right now is internal rotation. And then she can stay right where she's at, switch the band to her left arm, and also switch the towel over there. Also, you know, kind of locking that elbow in at her side, not wrapping the band around, restricting her circulation. And now she's doing external rotation. Really important to keep the wrist stiff, and think about retracting the shoulder blade as you're going through that motion. So not only are we strengthening posteriorly, we are also stretching the chest, which is a common issue following mastectomy and any breast surgery or radiation. From there, we can go to supine position, and we are just using a can of soup to start with, which is probably about 1 pound, and that's where most clients should start. So she's essentially doing the same thing as she was standing up, except we've got her head propped up on a little pillow to keep her neck in neutral, and she's just bringing that soup can up so her arm remains at 90 degrees, and this is internal rotation. Now, this may not work very well if somebody has a larger belly, and that's just a fact. It's not a personal attack. Okay, so this is internal rotation. Then she just switches, and of course she would do, 8 to 10, 10 to 12 repetitions. But even that, you want to gradually increase repetitions and resistance, because we don't know what the body can handle. So using a soup can, anybody can do this at home. Could be a jar of peanut butter, it doesn't matter. So, and she can increase her range of motion each time, thinking about retracting her shoulder blade. Once again, stretching the chest, strengthening the back. So this is a nice little progression for internal and external rotation. And remember not to add any resistance, any load, until they have adequate range of motion before you put resistance.